Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I decided to play with another stamp set in my stash, and this is the Love You Beary Much stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to be doing some heat embossing and using some of my distressed oxide sprays to add color. And I'll be using Canson watercolor paper for that. So let's get started. I'm going to start off by pulling these two strips of stamps and placing them diagonally in my MISTI. And this way I can go ahead and stamp them using my Versamark ink. And then I will heat emboss this. At first my thought was to do it all over the card panel, but then I thought that might be too much. So I'm just stamping this on the lower corner of this card panel. Now I'm going ahead and adding this pearl embossing powder in Snow, and this is by Recollections. This one I bought at Michael's probably about a year ago, and I thought I would add this little pearl shimmer to the embossed images. And I pulled in an old Simon Says Stamp kit box so that I can spray my distressed oxide sprays on the panel. I started with some Kitsch Flamingo, and then I added some salvaged patina and some shaded lilac. Then I thought I wanted the pink to be a little more vibrant, so I pulled in some picked raspberry. Now here I thought I wanted to add some sparkle of sorts, and so I pulled in this distressed spray stain and brushed pewter. It didn't quite give the look that I wanted, but I did give it a try. Now this other panel, for some reason my camera wasn't recording when I stamped this panel and sprayed the distressed oxide sprays on it, but that is my second panel using the same strips of stamps. And here I'm just cutting down the panels to 4 by 5 1/4. Now I'm choosing what image or sentiment to put on each one. And on the first panel, the diagonal one, I am just going to put the sentiment that says love. For the second panel, I've decided that I'm going to add an image. So I am coloring in this bear image, and I am using my Copic markers in E18, E15, E13, and E49. Now for the heart, I'm using RV02, but I didn't quite like the way it looked. It was a little too light for my taste. So I am going in with RV06 and RV04. Now that I have my images all colored in, I'm going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment in the heart that the bear is holding. And the sentiment that I'm stamping is, I super like you. And for the sentiment on the small heart in the speech bubble, I am stamping, hey cutie. Now I'm going to go ahead and layer this card panel onto some black cardstock to help it pop. I didn't want that image just floating there in the corner of the card, so I brought in some vellum, and I'm just adding a 2-inch strip across the bottom third of the card. Now I'm going ahead and attaching some foam squares that I bought at Dollar Tree to the back of the image, just to give some dimension to this card. And I'm going ahead and adding the second panel to a mat of black cardstock as well. And then I'll attach that to my standard US A2 size card. And to add a little sparkle to this card, I'm going ahead and adding a few drops of the Nuvo Crystal Drops. They are the glitter drops in Silver Moon Dust. And there you have my 2 finished cards using Simon Says Stamps. Love You Beary Much. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye!